What's going on, guys? Mcskillet here, and today we're going to be taking a look and analyzing one of the most ridiculous CSGO trade-ups of all time. I've shown one for the AK K-Sarin, but this one is actually on the 5.7 K-Sarin, but once I explain the details for it, it's just absolutely insane what happened here. And for the YouTube giveaway in this video, it's going to be 3 bayonet Dopplers, so just like the video, comment your trade URL, and make sure you're subscribed, and I'll roll that in 3 days. But on to this video, so I think I'm just going to go ahead and show the clip first. This is actually by my friend ROFL, who's crafted some really insane stuff in trade-ups before, and also Tea with Milk and Sugar, if you guys are familiar with him, is also in this trade-up. They're both really good streamers if you're into CSGO streams. I'll definitely link their stuff in the description, but here is their actual trade-up. You can watch that for yourself, and then I'm going to kind of analyze what actually went down, how much it costs, and what the odds of that happening were.
Case, sub-trade-up.
It's gonna be now, right? Not ranked last.
The time is now. Yeah, exactly. That's my point, low runner. By the way, don't mention it. Come on, Stat Trek 690. Come on, come on, come on.
Oh,
It's gonna be
please,
it.
please.
No. Oh my! That
No.
No way. T. That is
No.
That is actually it.
No.
So here is the 5.7 they crafted. It is Stat Track Factory New with the #1 pattern, the only one to ever be crafted from a trade-up. And there's actually only 3 Stat Track Factory New 5.7 K-Sarins that have one of the 2. There's actually 2 patterns that are considered the #1 pattern. So I guess I'll just say this is one of 3 of the. This is the 3rd #1 pattern Stat Track Factory New 5.7 K-Sarin Blue Gem. So this is basically like a god tier collector item, and you probably wouldn't believe this, but this 5.7 skin can sell for around $10,000, at least $7,000, I believe. I believe at some points these have sold for over $10,000, which is pretty ridiculous because this is literally a purple 5.7 skin. But just the fact that it's K-Sarin and just a kind of a rare pattern type of thing, there's lots of like Chinese collectors mainly who just love these sorts of skins and will pay very high amounts for them. But it's pretty funny how ROFL actually called StatTrack 690, because that is actually the exact pattern index of the one he got. As you can see here, if you look at the stat track section, that's the only 3 of the 2 #1 patterns on CSGO Zone that are registered to exist, and the one he got was actually the .02 float one, so it's the 2nd best float, the only one from a trade-up again, and it is the 690 pattern index, which is pretty damn crazy. And getting the 5.7 K-Sarin from a trade-up is actually, there's only a 1 in 4 chance that you even get it when you do a trade-up, so the odds are like a little bit rough if you try to really calculate it. It's around the same as the AK-47 though, because there is 2 #1 patterns, which kind of makes up for the fact that you only have a 1 in 4 chance of getting the 5.7, but it's probably around like a 1 in 2,000 chance, because of course there's 999 different patterns for every skin, or at least pattern indexes. Of course on some skins the pattern index doesn't actually do anything, or maybe it just slightly affects like the wear and scratches, but on a skin like the 5.7, every single one of those 999 patterns are completely different. And so the chances of ROFL calling a specific pattern the 690 pattern and then actually getting it from this trade-up is actually basically 1 in 4,000, because of course he actually called the specific pattern that he got. So this is just about one of the most impressive trade-ups I've seen. It actually came out like 2 months ago, but no one really made a video on it or anything. But make sure you guys like check out ROFL and Tea with Milk and Sugar stuff. I'll link that in the description below. But hopefully you guys like this video. I know you guys really liked the one I did about the AK trade-up, but this one probably even more impressive, if not at the same level as that one. But it's pretty much it for the video, guys. I'm Mcskillet, and I'm out. Also, secret little announcement if you made it to this part of the video, and if you're into like CSGO gambling or upgrade sites, I've actually got my own CSGO site now that's CSGO Magic. It's basically an upgrade crash site. There's no credits on this site at all. It's the only crash site that does not have any credits. It's just skin to skin. People seem to really like it so far, but the reason I made it is because my trading site does not make any money anymore, and CSGO Kingdom I've actually stepped down from because I just want to focus on something new. Like this site has only a 5% house edge compared to like the really high case site house edges, so I kind of like this type of stuff better. I think the community likes it better too, so link will be in the description, csgomagic.com. Little early plug, but I'll explain it more in my next video.